So for the Ford Explorer 2017 that I got, I need to get some new mats, but I didn't just want to use any old generic mat. I wanted a mat that fit specifically for my Explorer and that had the lips going up on the sides to protect it, especially during things like winter and rain and stuff. You want to make sure that you have the proper mat, otherwise it will not cover the area properly. So this promises to do that. Let's see. Get the box out of the way. Well, at least you know it's made in China. No mistaken in that. It's like a box in a box. Okay. So let's see if China knows something about creating mats for a Ford Explorer. By the way, these mats aren't just the traditional mats of the driver, passenger, and the second row. I have a third row, plus I wanted an extra mat that would be able to cover if I put the seats down. And this is supposed to give me all of that. Okay, this box is empty now. Get this out of the way. This thing is kind of heavy. Not overly heavy, but that's actually a good sign. If the mats were light, that would mean the rubber is not thick and is likely not good grade. Alright, let's see. So it's all folded in a square. So far the material feels okay. Not anything wow yet. And then of course I have to actually try it. So this one that folds like this is for when you have your seats down. You can still have it covering the area of your Explorer. So that's nice. You don't normally find that, and that's why I was willing to pay some extra to get it, because I wanted that facility. Okay, so this is the third row, or the second row. This is the second row, so it goes over the transmission, I guess. This is a bit bent here on this side, but the material seems to go back into place when you put it. So this lip here would give you coverage when it sits in nice and snug. Let's see. So we have here, alright, so I think this is the third row when the seats are up. So far the rubber feels nice and stiff. You could get an idea of the thickness there. About how much. And I guess these last two are the driver and passenger. Okay, so I guess this is passenger, which doesn't seem very big. We'll test it out. And then this is the driver. And you can always know your driver because the driver has two holes here that goes onto the floor of your Explorer, and it prevents skidding or moving. It's a bit pressed in here. The thing on these things too, when you unpack them, it's always good to kind of leave them a bit, because the rubber needs to get back to where it was from being pressed for so long. And so far it has done a pretty good job. Now this is what I was talking about. A normal mat would just be flat. So when you bring your feet over, the water will run to the sides. But this has this lip area here that goes up. So it retains everything in the inside. So let's see how it looks inside the vehicle. So I just put down the mat that fits in the back that can fold if you put down the third row seats. Now I saw a lot of complaints online that this does not fit the 2017 Ford Explorer, but as you can see, it fits very well. There's a space here for the buckle, and it fits on this trim very well. The only thing I would say is the lip isn't very high like it is on the other passenger mat, but you can see how it folds. So you bring that part back, and you bring this part back, and then you can bring the seats up. So it works out very well actually. You don't have to worry about anything. I guess you would have to pull this up this way in order to access that. But other than that, it's not really an issue in my mind, because when I pull this up like this mat will fit here really well. So I don't see the issue. Let me show you. I need to put down this camera in order to get it in my hand. So now with the third row up, I can show you where I put the third row mat. I would say that for this mat there is a bit of a strain. It fits okay, but not 100%. There's like a little bit of a looser in here. Maybe I have to adjust it a bit, but it's pretty good. That way when these seats go down, I will be able to put that other mat and it will fit all the way here. By the way, for those of you who wanted to see, this is what it looks like when you put all the mats together. Some of my video equipment there. So you see the mats in the front. It's a lot of room here. So I'm using this light here because it's pretty dark and down here to show you the mat how it fits. This is the passenger side, and as you can see, it fits really snug. Again, the lip going up on the sides. That's the important thing. So it's not just flat, not just a generic mat, but it will retain any water that you bring in here, so that you could just lift the whole thing out with all the water falling all over. And on the driver's side, I didn't clean it out, so I'm just showing you. Again, it fits snug. These parts here, again, keeps it secure, but I'm just showing you how it fits securely around all the areas. So my advice, rather than buy a generic setup, make sure they get a mat that actually fits your vehicle, especially one that has this lip on it. Tell me what you think in the comments area.